Let's have a look at it because today, not trying anything reduced or clear. Today I'm going to make Imran Ali's meat and potato gosht. Not a ghost, a gosht. Now I've got all the ingredients here. I just need to get some things into the crock pot over here and then do a bit of chopping. See you in a little while. Alright, into the pan, here we go. We're going on induction, which I'm no good at, but I'm going to throw in some bay leaves and some cinnamon sticks. Let's get that going. And then we need to get chopping with the bomb styles. Here we go. Get a little bit of oil in that, bit of salt, bit of salt, and then we'll give it a mix. Hide it in the pan like how we.
Hiya people, I'm back cooking again. Now I've got
Alright, back on track. I've got my ginger and garlic finely diced there. Now, Imran Ali uses them targed frozen blocks, which I prefer as well. They're proper good, man, so gonna get them in, keep that simmering. Then I'm gonna drop it down to a low and simmer it right nice. Alright, in it goes. Are we ready? Gonna need both hands, I'm afraid, people, so I'll leave you to it, this one, to your imagination. Alright. There we are, you see, I wasn't lying to you. Get that mixed in, get it all mixed in, get a lid on it. It's going to go down there for about an hour, give it a nice little fry off here, slimmer it down for about an hour, and we'll check on its progress. All that meat's going to break down, all the juices and liquids going to come pouring off the onions and tomatoes and make it into a right nice broth. Okay, check you in the flip side. Alright, that's all in. I've got it on forward again. I'm going to monitor that because I didn't know about induction. What I'm going to need to do now, a little bit of a clean up. Look at the state of that. Alright, I'll clean this, keep that cooking, and then when you next see us, we'll be ready to wang in the spices. Alright, be about an hour, but for you it'll be almost instantaneous.
technology.
Now we've had it simmering away there on a... That's a hot lid at a 3 level. Here we go. Look at all. Oh, steaming my camera up. Wow, how weird. There we go. Give it a wipe. There, yeah, that's all breaking down nice. Now what we're going to do now is bring that on a down low, right down to the lowest setting, and leave that going away for about an hour. Just sit and chill, play some GeoGuessr or something. And catch you later, or maybe it's in a few seconds, depending. You could pause it right now and sit for an hour yourself, but you probably won't. That's been simmering away for a bit. Get it back onto the higher hob. Little bit time now to throw in the spices. So if we come over here, I've got a little bit of a spice mix. Now with the magic of video technology, I'm going to put the caption on the screen of what we've got in there. Alright, leave the caption there. Pause it if you like. Okay, now we're done. Here we go. Now these spices here, get this spoon out the road. We're going to pop them right in there. That's going to be fucking lovely. Alright. Now spoon them in. Get them nice and going. And we want to get that fucking oil separation going. That is right. A little bit of a bay leaf on top. That's probably left out its flavour now. I'm thinking, get on. Now we need to get this till we get some oil separation going. Get those little dark spots rising to the surface. I'm just going to give this a bit of a stir, a bit of working. And now we'll come back in a wee second. Alright, now I don't know if you can see here, but it's not really coming out well on the camera light here now. Can't get too close because it gets all steamed up the lens, but little dark spots in there of the spices being cooked and that oil separation. Popped in a few green chilies as well, So at this point here, I've got some boiling water and we're just gonna, here it goes, just pop that in, give it a good mix, there it is. And then we're gonna cover it and give it another hour. Give it a little bit of a stir, Oh, that's looking good. That all meat is breaking down, making a nice little mix on it. So I'm going to bring that down. Let's take this right down. See how that looks with the lid on. If that's simmering away, I'm just going to keep an eye on that, like maybe increase it from 1, because I don't fully understand the heat. I'm not au fait with the heat levels of induction. I might just pop that up to 3. Alright, and then we're just going to leave that again for another hour. Let's go. I'm going to go for a walk around the local parks, taking a few artist sculptures, Okay, check you on another while and that. Alright. And how no Bronco. Here we are, I've put it's been simmering for about an hour there. I've put a bit of garam masala in. Gonna mix that around, and what I've done is I've got some salad potatoes, because he needs a little bit of a bulk off. So here we go. I've got all these in here. In they pop. Alright. Now we need to get that all mixed in there. A little bit of a Jeremiah bulk off, Get him in there. Get him down. Hike that heat up a bit. Get it lidded and give it 15 fucking minutes, Let's come back in a little while. Alright. Okay, now the potatoes are in. They've been simmering away. It's time to take the lid off and reduce this down. Now, Imran Ali's original recipe likes it a bit soupy, but me, I like to take it down to a rendang level, proper dry, So we're gonna nudge the heat down a little. We'll press the fucking button. Alright, there we are, look. Bring that down to a 3. And then we're just gonna leave the lid off and just let that simmer down. Look at that oil separation on the surface there. All that water needs to come out in the form of steam, and we'll bring it down into a right nice fucking curry. Now what we're going to do next time I hit the record on this, it's going to be coming in nice. And I don't think I got any frozen peas. I'm hoping there's some in the freezer. Anyway, let's leave it and see what happens. I'm just popping in for a little check on down. It's reducing lovely. I've put a little bit of coriander leaf in there just to bring a bit of colour and a bit of extra flavour, But that's going to need a goodly amount of time to really reduce down. I don't want it too brothy, But we'll check it out, and keep it going. Okay, now, so it's reducing down nicely. What I've done is I didn't have any frozen peas. I got to buy some. So I put some frozen green beans in there. A little bit of roughage, a little bit of bulk out. I mean, otherwise, if it's just meat and potatoes, you're going to spend an hour on the toilet shitting it out. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the fucking truth. But just, keep it going, keep it reducing, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. This is not a slow meal. Well, it is a slow meal, it's not a fast meal. That's what I meant to say. And, look at that, the richness. And let me tell you, the smell in here, I've tasted the broth, it's fucking lovely, man. How weird. It's been it's been a few hours, and we're going to keep it going a little bit further. We'll check in a little bit later. How weird. And there it is done, all them flavors coming out of that. The potatoes have absorbed some of that sauce. The meat is broken down beautifully. The green beans in there, just bringing a bit of roughage. Oh, serve that up with a bit of pita bread, How weird. Probably not rice. I mean, the potatoes in there is also, is this your carbs enough, But anyway, check it out. Give it a go. Let it give it, not getting in the right tight like, oh, you fucking bastards, like, how weird. Alright, well, check us out again for another recipe video. We're gonna have a look around here. Full cleanup, you see. I ain't messing about. Alright. And then the final shot, get in there. Get in right close. Get in like a bastard.